so sorry. I have not posted anything in a long time today. I'm getting ready for work, but I have a little bit of free time before my next session. So I did want to talk to you all about a topic that is very sensitive. This is not along the lines of the videos that I typically upload, right? I'm usually doing my morning routine, makeup routines, beauty products, travel vlogs, and this is not going to be that type of video. I know that I've been doing a lot of grief counseling with my clients due to people who have lost individuals that they love from COVID-19. That's been a lot on us. I know that you personally have probably experienced a lot of changes and a lot of stress the past couple of months as a result of COVID-19 process. And on top of that, the recent murder of George Floyd has been absolutely horrific. As a counselor, you hear a lot of things. You hear a lot of people's stories, and some of those stories have traumatic experiences in them. You learn to not only support your clients, but also to cope with hearing about those types of traumas. So I feel good in being able to cope with hearing about and listening to people describe traumas. But when I tell you, when I turned on the news and I saw the officer's knee on George Floyd's neck, I felt like the wind was knocked out of me. It has been a lot. And my heart breaks for him. My heart breaks for his family and the people who loved him, his little daughter. And being a Black woman who grew up in a predominantly Caucasian community, I am aware of implicit and explicit biases that can go on. I'm aware that there is racism in America. There are things that we need to do to make sure that all people are treated equally, regardless of their race, their religion, their ethnicity, right? We've come a long way, but there is still so much work we need to do. I have been having a lot of honest, raw, open conversations with friends and family members, and even in some of the private Facebook groups for influencing and blogging, we've been having those tough conversations the past couple of days. I know there's a lot of non-Black influencers and bloggers who have expressed a desire to understand Black culture, understand racism in America, understand different ways that minorities experience discrimination and prejudices on a daily basis. And I felt very hesitant to share my story because it's vulnerable, it's sensitive, and it's ugly. It's the ugly truth of the hate and the unfairness and the racism that you can be subjected to based upon the color of your skin. I saw how much support that the women in these Facebook groups were providing to one another, and how authentic and genuine they sounded when they expressed their desire to want to help Black communities and use their platforms to spread awareness. So I wrote a letter to my influencer sisters, and I shared it with them this morning. And even as I was pressing that submit button, I felt hesitant. I didn't know how they would react to my story. I wasn't sure if I would be supported or if I'd be ostracized for it. But I have been pleasantly surprised and overwhelmed by the amount of love and support that I have received from not only my own friends and family for sharing this, but also by the other influencers. I'm going to leave a link to my letter. I don't want to go over it word for word. I'd love for you all to actually read it and see specific examples that I put in my blog post of covert and overt racism that I personally experienced in my lifetime. Before I leave you guys, I know some people have acknowledged that what has been going on in our country and how Blacks have been treated is wrong. They have acknowledged it. They have a heart and a desire to use their voice, to use their influence, to use their efforts to make a positive change and to communicate their views on this topic. So I know that I've heard from a lot of influencers and bloggers and even some friends and family members who have reached out to me to talk about these tough topics. And a lot of people are wondering, should I say something? This is a bit of a hot topic. This is a sensitive subject. Should I say something? Should I support kind of privately by telling people I'm with you, I support you? Should I say something publicly? And if so, what exactly should I say, and how can I say it without coming across insensitive or saying something that may unintentionally be offensive? In my opinion, if you are pro-equality, pro-fairness, if you want to show support for Black culture and the Black community, saying something is always better than saying nothing. Absolutely. If you say something with good intentions and it somehow hurts someone's feelings or comes off insensitive or could be a trigger for someone, all we can really do now is what we do anyways. If we weren't talking about race, if you say something that hurts someone's feelings, you just apologize and see how you can fix it and move forward from there and continue on with the conversations and with the relationships. And let's continue embracing one another, being open to one another, having these tough, raw, real, honest conversations. If we don't, we won't get anywhere. Okay? I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Let's take care of one another. Let's keep working. We've got work to do. And I'm here for you. I'm sending you love and light. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye.